Welcome to the second part of how to become AI ready, where we have been seeing tokens, context window, streaming, and tools. Today, we are going to see about the context window. In our previous video, we have seen about tokens and tokens optimization. Why does it matter? And we're going to see the context window. So what is context window? Think of it like a short time memory. So this is the amount of text or tokens the AI can remember at once at a single point of time. Like you see here, this is the context window. N takes long, like first response, second prompt response, third prompt. So within this context window, the first prompt was already lost, the data was lost. So it's a short-term memory. Small context remembers the last few messages, but some advanced models like Claude Opus has about 1 million tokens at a single context window. So that remembers an entire conversation or a long document. That's the advantage of large context. So, what is the real world use? So, when we have longer context, it can read up to 50-page report, larger documentation, summarize the insights, find the risk. That's the pros. And the cons is it takes larger compute and it also takes time to process and share the response. So we're going to see how to optimize the context window because we have to balance larger context gives advantage of having a bigger memory, but it's pretty expensive. But for shorter, the advantage is cost efficiency. However, it can forget the previous messages and the context. So we can overcome this challenge with RAG. RAG is retrieval augmented generation. So with no RAG, like I said, the context window, while it moves like a sliding window, the first response and the prompt could be lost. And with RAG, retrieval augmented generation means where you power the AI agent with external documents, artifacts, user guides, FAQs as a source. So the RAG will be referred, the source will be referred always when you give it the prompt instead of giving the entire context. You can Okay, here I'm gonna show the context window with RAG and without RAG. Here I'm using ChatGPT without RAG, where I'm saying analyze the following and share the advantage of migrating to Claude family, where I have copy pasted a whole document details here, and I'm gonna say, give me the response. So here's a practical analysis, key advantages of migrating to cloud, major leap in intelligence, specialized models, massive context window. So like I said, up to 1 million tokens, but it's available in Opus and Sonnet, but in Haiku, it's only 200K tokens. So like as you advance to the latest models, it's the cost is also more. Processing impact, advanced reasoning models, strong agent, etc., etc. So as I go further chain of thought and prompts, then the further first prompt and the context, everything could be lost. Whereas I'm going to show you how I'm using Google Notebook LLM with RAG, where I have already uploaded this Claude API docs as a source. So now I'm gonna say that same thing, explain the advantages of migrating to the Claude family. So it's searching your docs, meaning the source, then clearly giving the code performance enhancements, expanded technical capabilities, optimized model selection, and other things. When I actually go every time with the chain of what's the difference between extended and adaptive thinking, how do Claude for pricing token limits, tell me more about global regional endpoints. Like I said, when we go for further chain of thought and prompt and other analysis, we don't need to give the context again and again. Rather, we can just use the source with retrieval augmented generation and give the exact thing what we would like to further analyze and get the response with the short term memory or the shorter context window. That's the advantage of having the RAG with respect